Hi there everybody, Bald and Curious here. So, I finally put a different optic on my SIG. I was shooting Romeo 1 Pro in 3 MOA, and my backup has a Romeo 3 Max 6 MOA. But after the training with the JJ Rakaza in that rain, I think that rain, I didn't, and after the rain, I kind of just threw the guns in the case and didn't take it out for like 3 days, and that was probably not the smartest move. So something happened to the optic. I'm gonna have to call SIG, see if they can resolve it. I mean, the optic's still working, but basically the automatic on-off doesn't work. So basically, once you turn it on, it stays on for exactly 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if you shake it or not, and then it goes off. Then you click it back on, it stays on for 2 minutes, which is kind of annoying. So I got a good deal online. I found a Leupold, a Delta Point Pro, a 2.5 MOA. This one actually came with the backup sights installed as well. Full disclosure, I bought a Glock slide, and I purely bought it because of the site. I bought it on Facebook, USPSA Trade and Sell group, and so I bought pretty nice Glock slide with mailed for this. So now I have a Glock slide. I'm gonna have to go buy the rest of the Glock, but we'll see. So I really like the fact that you can mount the backup optic right to the side. There's a little dovetail right here. The gun is empty, so I don't really need it. I don't use it, but a lot of people do. So that's a big plus. The shroud is actually mounted with the screws directly to the side. It doesn't, which I don't know if it's a pro or con. I'd say the way the SIG has it, where the shroud actually your sight slides into the shroud, just like on a Romeo Zero. You can see the shroud. There's a whole piece, and the sight sits in it. It probably makes it stronger. It also makes it a lot easier to remove. These, you gotta unscrew it, but it's kind of tight, so that little space, that ring around, doesn't really bother me. It's a little more bigger on the SIG. Biggest downside of this side is the buttons. On the one hand, it's nice because you only have one button, and you don't need a screwdriver to remove the battery either. All you have to do is there's a little latch over here, you push, and the whole top cover is hinged. So on the one hand, it's nice because it's just one button operation. On the other hand, you can't, with the SIG, you got two buttons on the side to adjust the brightness. So before the stage, you just go up and push the button up or down anywhere you want to. With this, it's not that simple. You gotta push it, and every time you push it, you're sticking your finger in there, and you're blocking the emitter, so you can't see it. So it's a push, look, push, look. And then when you get all the way to the top, you gotta reset it. So that's kind of pain in the ass. I literally had to read the manual how to do that. So that, I wasn't too hyped up about that. But so far, the sight itself, I would say, is a little clearer. And like I said, pain in the ass to adjust and turn it on. It does have an on and off feature, just like Romeo 1 Pro, so that shake awake. But the biggest pro is the cap they give you. I'm guessing it's the shape of the sight. This cap just stays on. The one that comes with the SIG sights is a piece of crap. It doesn't stay on, and I ordered the replacement. They're only a couple of bucks from Range Panda. They're like 3D printed. They snap on. They're a little better. So I really like this. I really like this feature. So that's really nice that it stays on. And let me see if I can show you the dot. That might be a tricky part. Come on. Come on, dot, where are you? Is it on? Yes, it's on. Let me put it brightness all the way. Maybe now I can. I'm not sure if it shows up or not, and I'm not pointing the gun at myself. I'm off to the side, even though the gun is unloaded. But you're gonna have to take my word for it that this dot is a little crispier, which doesn't really mean that much. But the small dot, if you want to take a you know, starting shooting at like a 4-inch circle at 20, 25 yards, you have to understand the 6 MOA dot, bright and not really crisp, covers up the whole target, and it's easier to miss. So let's take a couple of shots. All right. Yes, I can still miss even with the dot. So I'm not saying that this is better sight than Sig Romeo 1. It is a little more expensive, but it bolts on. It's got the same pattern, so there's no need for any additional mounting plate, and I kind of like that. I like to have the sights lower. Not a huge difference with the Springfield, Springer Precision mounting plate. Romeo 3 mags, it just raises it a little bit, you know, maybe 1/4 inch, but you know, I like it this way. This setup like this with no front sight, it just works the best for me. I don't need any additional sights in there kind of messing with my mind. For me, I know a lot of guys like to have a backup sight, a lot of guys like to have a front sight, but for me it's just something my eyes are drawn to. This way I'm not looking for the dot, I'm not looking at the dot, I'm looking at the target and just letting the dot appear. Okay, and when I go to next target, you know, all I do is look at the target, and dot just goes with it. So that's just something I prefer. I'm not saying that's the best way, but like I said, you gotta have a little faith in your dot as well. That's it, quick and dirty. Delta Point Pro 2.5 MOA. As always, have fun, keep shooting.